Alrighty guys, we got the 2018 Ford F-150. We're gonna go ahead and put an actual, got the towing hitch kit so I can get rid of this ball and actually put a hitch on here. Got that on Amazon. So the first thing we're gonna do, I already removed this little guy right here. It's just your regular car key, goes in there and it pulls out. And then from your little lift kit, you're gonna go ahead and put the larger end in first. And I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a little groove, circle groove in there. You kind of go at an angle, don't go straight, kind of angle a little bit, and you'll feel that go in to lower your spare tire. We're gonna have to go ahead and get that out of the way. So we're gonna get that lower down out of the way, and I'll see you when we're done with that part. Alright, we got the spare tire out of there, out of the way. And you need that to get out of the way because you're gonna be getting to that frame on that side and then right there as well. So just getting this out of the way is gonna help out a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the box, see what we got, and get this new hitch installed. Alrighty guys, sorry my camera had died. All I have done is remove this ground bolt on the passenger side. It's 10 millimeter and it goes right here. You can kind of see how it would lock in. Alright, like that. And then on the driver's side, we removed the two clips out of here. The smaller one was clipped in right here, and the larger one was clipped up here. And that's just to get these wires out of our way. I'll just push them up here for now, out of our way. And now we have full access to what we need to do. And also, now that the spare's gone, this is where your little spot for your jack would go in here. And that way you can spin and have your spare come down. A lot easier to see it with that spare out of the way now. Alrighty guys, now we got everything open. They do send you two different type of bolts here. You can use one that's got an Allen head. I don't think I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use just the regular bolt on mine. There's 6 of each, so, and they did extra. I don't know what this one screw goes to be honest with you. I haven't really figured that one out. It doesn't even say that it's part of the directions or inside of the directions. So I think this one was sent by mistake in the bag, as I don't know what it goes to. Got you some different washers, some locking washers in your bolts. But we're gonna go ahead and feed our main bolts into the frame with our spacer as well. And I'm going to show you how to do that, because we got an access hole and we're going to have to feed it through the frame to another hole on the back end. So we're going to head and get these two guys, and it does come with some fishing line, just like that. And what you're going to do is actually thread the bolt inside of it, not with the nut on it. So this comes with some fishing line here, and the way that you're gonna do it, see if I can hold my phone down, is you're gonna thread this into it like so, and this is gonna be after we feed this through. So we'll feed it through, we'll screw it in, and then we'll pull it back so it can hold on to the bolt, and we're gonna pull the bolt to the hole that we want to, and I'll show you where that's at here in a second. Alrighty, so our access hole is right here behind this little clump of wires. So we'll put our bolt and our spacer through here, and we'll feed our wire through here all the way up here, grab it, connect it all there, and we'll pull it back to get our bolt right here. And I'll see if I can put my little tripod up and you can see how I do it, because obviously with one hand is going to be darn near impossible. Alright guys, on the passenger side, here's our access hole, and we're going to be going to this one, and then above where our ground screw was at as well. So we'll take one of our fishing lines. I did the driver's side just to see how hard it was. It's really not that bad. And just shove it up in here and just kind of feel around for it, and boom, there she is. Just make sure you don't pull it all the way out, because then you have to fish it all again.
How long is this oil change? Hmm?
And obviously you're gonna have to do, it's gonna come in like this on the inside. Alright, so once you get your fish line through, you're gonna want to put your spacer on, and then screw your bolts onto your little fishing line they have for you. And then once you have that screwed on, make sure you haven't lost it. You can actually take then your spacer and take it off your bolts and let it slide down the fishing line. And put that spacer in first, and then your bolts. And then just kind of start pulling it down. Once you get to the end of it, you kind of start wiggling it. And voila. Hope you can see that, but there's our bolt right there. We'll kind of just leave that right there. I'm going to go ahead and get another fishing line and access to our other hole up front. So we'll go ahead and get that lined up in there. We'll take this to our access hole. And we'll do the same thing. Get that. Get my spacer ready. Put it in there. On the bolt again. And again, you're going to drop your spacer in first. Make sure you don't lose your other end of your fishing line. Drop your bolt. Kind of just, don't pull too hard. You just want to kind of wiggle it around, because you obviously don't want to lose your fishing line off of there. So you don't want to just pull as hard as you can. Just kind of, you know, jiggle it around, and eventually your bolt will find its way through the spacer and onto this side. Alrighty guys, we were able to get it using my jack stand. It was a pain in the butt. Both my kids had to help me, and it was hard to record it, but we put the jack stand down here. And as I got closer, I put my fish wire through my bracket. I had to push the screw, my spacer and the screw all the way in the frame, leave the fish wire out, and then when I got it up close to the hole, you know, I was able to kind of jiggle again, get my bolt out, and then slowly, you know, undo my fish wire and get my bolt on there on all the sides. I wish I could have recorded it, but it was definitely a pain in the butt. It was not easy to do. It is doable, but it's definitely, I would say, at least a two-person job to get this part mounted in if you got an extra set of hands. So I hope you liked the video. I'm sorry I missed the last part of it, but like I said, I put on the jack stand, put on here. I kind of had to balance it because it was off balance. And then as my kids were able to kind of get it up higher, line it up a little bit, you know, just was able to get the line up. I did have to use a little bit of a rubber mallet towards the end, kind of line it up how I wanted it. But other than that, that's how you do a towing hitch on a 2018 Ford F-150 XLT. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already.